I have had some requests on how to do eye makeup. So here's how I do my eyes every day. Today I'm starting with this NYX Powder Brow Pencil to fill in my brows. My brows, now I didn't pluck them in the 90s, but they're getting a little sparser and I'm used to that. But once I started doing my brows, boy, did that make a difference with my face. So I'm starting around the middle, working the tail, working the front, coming back, pausing, taking a look. Look at that difference already, and I'm not even done yet. Checking my start location to make sure I'm coming far enough in. Am I doing the tail where it needs to be? Is the arch where it needs to be? Sometimes I'll use pomade, sometimes I'll use powder, sometimes I'll use eyeshadow, and sometimes I'll use the brow pencils to do eyes. And I look at the difference there. And you're going to see it again too. Making the front hair go up. And then once that's good, you want to take the other end of it or a spoolie and help to just diffuse it a little bit. Make it a little bit softer. I usually go for taupe, and there we go. It looks so weird, I know, but you'll get used to it. Just give me a sec. Next up is eyeshadow primer. This is the Urban Decay one, and I put that all over from lash to brow. Okay, I use some setting powder. This is the Danessa Myricks powder. I really like it. And I'm just adding a little bit of powder to it because it makes the eyeshadow better. It blends better, it works better. And my new Viseart palette, I'm picking up a color, one tap, and I'm packing it on. Notice the hand motion I'm doing. That is packing it on. And as I pack it, I start at the lash line. I work my way up and out. Packy, packy, packy. Next, and I did the other eye, but I'm not showing you that. One tap off and starting at the lash line again. And I'm using this darker shade in the outer V area. So your outer corner, a little further out. You notice how I took it kind of to the end of my brow, but I have hooded eyes. A lot of people have hooded eyes. So whenever I rest my face, all that color disappears. So I have to go above and do that, right? And I blend out. Notice I'm doing little circles. Now I'm doing little flicks. You're going to see windshield wiper right there. So there's different brush techniques. And notice how I'm connecting it now to my nose bridge. All right, there we go. Looking pretty good. And I'll play with it a little bit. And this is only 2 colors for the shadow so far. I really like Viseart. That's a great brand. I'm really happy with the palettes that I have from them. When I saw this one in with 35 colors, I had to get it. Now, one tap, and we're going to use that lighter color up right on the brow bone to highlight. So we're going to tap that in, and we're also going to do inner corner, and that'll help open your eyes up if you want that. So I'm kind of tapping that in, and then blend it out, and then kind of blend it a little bit all together. There we go. All done with that. I'm removing those eye masks. I'm taking some concealer on the back of my hand, and I have my concealer brush, picking up that concealer, and I'm dabbing it underneath. When you add the concealer directly underneath, you're probably adding way too much and using way too much. And notice I can cover up with that. I'm covering up any little blemishes that I have, any little skin discolorations I can use, and if I have to add a little bit more, that's not a problem too. All right, so that's what I do with my concealer, and I like this concealer brush. It's a nice one. All right, looking good. Now I'm taking a smaller shadow brush, and I'm doing underneath the eye. And this helps to balance it. It helps to make your eyes look bigger if you want that. And I try to use the same colors as what I had used on my lid for under my eye. I don't want to do the dark color the whole way over, but I'll do the dark color like right there in that little end area if I want to, the outer corner, not end area. And then that's my setting powder again. My concealer's on there, my eyeshadow's done, so I can get rid of any crinkles and pat some of that translucent powder. Next up, eyeliner. So I have my MAC pencil today, and you want to lift up like that. Notice I'm trying to get kind of that waterline area, but it was hard doing it with the setup that I have. So I moved my phone stands, and you're going to see that in a second. I do the whole upper lash line in the outer corner. So you're going to see here how I do that. I lift up with my one hand. The other hand, I do brace it and anchor my hand on my cheek whenever I'm doing this because I do have little shaky. We call it the Grunwalski shakes after my mom because her dad did it, she did it, my sister and I do it. It's super fun. But there we go. Working on the eyeliner and using, like I said, the MAC pencil today. I like MAC. MAC has great stuff. Now you're going to notice this one that I'm working on right now, I got a little bit over, right? I got on the lid. So which one do you like better? This one, I just did the lash line. This one, you can see some because it got on the lid there. Well, I had to match it, right? So I fixed the other one so both of them are on the lid, but you don't have to. Curled my lashes and applied mascara. Don't forget about the shimmer. So I got the Urban Decay palette from Ulta, and I'm using that color right there, and I'm just patting. I pick it up with my finger and just pat, pat, pat on the center of my eyelid. You can go up if you want to. I did. And then mascara, I just opened this, I think yesterday. It's a little Rare Beauty one, and you watch my hand, wiggle, 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 pull, wiggle, wiggle, pull, wiggle, wiggle, pull. So there we go. That one's done with mascara. The other one was not, and now they're both done. Eyes are done. Now for the rest of it. Oh, and don't forget about your brows if you want to use gel.